Behold the ultimate power!
My God! Okay, it's happening! Everybody stay calm! What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm!
Why are you gay?
It's been too long. How's everyone doing? I'm doing. I'll never get over the sound effect just being a gun. Yeah, I was not expecting yesterday's state of play announcement at all, but we have a Sonic Generations remaster. And not just that, but it seems they've given it the Super Mario World Bowser's Fury sort of treatment, where they're bundling it with another new campaign slash game with Shadow Generations, creating Sonic X Shadow Frickin', I hate that title. It sounds like a shit game. But yeah, so yeah, I'm very excited. Shadow's my favorite Sonic character, so yeah. And apparently they're announcing a skin for Sonic Superstars, which I still haven't beaten, but that's besides the point. I am so unbelievably excited for those new levels, though. The remaster I couldn't care less about, well, mostly because I already own the game on Steam, but those new levels, man, holy crap, they look so good. Graphically, it's legit the best looking Sonic game we've ever had. They finally managed to one-up themselves after Sonic Unleashed. And then the, storyline, I'm cautiously optimistic about. There are elements of Shadow's character as of late that I still don't agree with in terms of writing. Yes, I'm very passionate about this. So, if they're gonna use Shadow in future games, I want them to get him right. And Sonic Prime, I messed that up. I'm so good at playing this game when I'm not recording, but as soon as I hit record, my skills just go down the toilet. Sonic Prime. I'll be honest, it's, I liked it on my first viewing. I can't tell if, I'm just biased because I really like Wild Brain Animation for their work on Ninjago, or, and, you know, Blue Hog make me happy. But one thing I refuse to back down on with that show is that they nailed Shadow's character for the first time in years. Like, he felt like himself again. The only thing they got wrong, and this is like the big thing that I'm very skeptical about with how they're writing Shadow nowadays, is the fact that he didn't interact with any of the other members of Team Dark at all. Hey! We didn't see an S-rank at all in our initial playthrough as Classic Sonic. Also, Shadow's soundtrack absolutely slaps. Another thing is, I absolutely hate his spin-off game.
2,000 years later.
They really dropped the ball with that stupid game. I actually have like a plate. If I can find it. It's like a... where did I put it? Man, I've really got to learn to organize. Ah, yep, there it is. The microphone cover, but no microphone. Oh, no, wait, it's up here. Yep. It's got the cover of the game on it. Because I guess I'm a Sonic collector now. Pretty cool, huh? Looks like a Die Hard movie. Anyways. So, you know, if they can nail his portrayal in the Shadow Generations campaign, then I'll be happy. They've nailed it once. They just need to do that again, and then we'll be good. And the fact that they're bringing back concepts like the Black Arms for this storyline, it's just like Sonic, it's just Shadow the Hedgehog, but as a boost game and with time travel shenanigans. So basically they're just making Shadow the Hedgehog again, which means they have a chance to like fix their errors with Shadow's character, which is just such a good opportunity. I do like how his moveset isn't visually verbatim with Sonic's, like in Sonic Forces. That doesn't bother me because that's exactly how he played in Sonic Adventure 2, but, you know, if they do take the time to give him a unique moveset, I am not against that. I think in future Sonic games, all playable characters should play similarly to Sonic, but have their own unique quirks. Like what they did with Sonic Frontiers, you know, basically translate the classic game approach to 3D. I feel like if they continue to flesh out the combat, like they had in Frontiers, then they'd have the chance to really distinguish everyone's moveset through their fighting combos. But in the end, everyone should be able to boost and homing attack and whatnot. Because that's how the games will be the most fun. If, you know, each character plays similarly so that it doesn't feel too vastly different. But has their own distinctions because they're not all clones of Sonic. This is just turning into a big video essay. Oh man. I can see Shadow playing almost exactly the same as Sonic because he can boost and homing attack and whatnot. But, you know, just changing up his homing animation to be a Chaos Snap and making it a heck of a lot faster is enough to vary up his moveset. Plus, it looks like we'll be able to use Chaos Fear and whatnot. It basically looks like they're just giving 06 Shadow the boosting treatment. Which makes me wonder, does Sega look at the fan games? Or did they look at Project 06 and were like, hey, we could make Shadow's 06 moveset work? As for the remaster of Generations itself, I'm not gonna lie, it looks exactly the same. There is literally zero difference other than 60 frames per second, which frame rate is not that big of a deal to me. I'm sure I prefer to play my games at not 2 frames per second. Try playing Ratchet & Clank downloaded on an external hard drive instead of an SSD. You'll see exactly what I mean. Yeah, it just looks like better lighting, some different camera angles for cutscenes that needed a little bit of changing, and that's it. Now granted, that's not a terrible thing because, you know, it's better that they leave the base game as untouched as possible since it was already solid. But at the same time, come on, I expected a bit more visual changes for a remaster. No! Good job, Wes. I'm just wondering how many levels is it gonna be? I can't imagine it being a full game or something of that nature. I mean, Sonic Generations itself isn't that long, but it has all those like little missions and whatnot to pad out the game. I can't imagine the Shadow Generations will have anything like that. It may have like the same amount of base game levels, but nothing else. And it won't have Classic Sonic as a Act 1, Act 2 deal. So in the end, we're just getting like 9 additional levels on top of the 18 already existing ones, which I guess is a fairly good extra chunk of content, but I can't imagine that being like a $60 game. That's a bit ridiculous. If they are going to change anything gameplay related though for base Generations, like the remaster part of the whole package, they need to add like a, ow. They need to add an ow. Yes, very good. No, they need to add like a, they need to do physics tweaks for Classic Sonic. He's not fun to play as unless you have the Classic Sonic Improvements mod on, which is a bit of a problem. You can tell how much of this game I have committed to muscle memory. Also, I promise I won't rage quit at Planet Wisp this time. The modern version of that stage is nowhere near as bad as the classic version. Classic Planet Wisp is easily the worst level in this game, especially with how glitchy it can be. Like, who specifically asked? I think we're done. No, no. That's something they better fix at the actually, who am I kidding? The remaster is probably going to be even glitchier. This is Sonic we're talking about. It'll be a miracle if we're not clipping through the walls in City Escape. I guess he really did escape from the city. Okay, I'll stop with my dumb jokes. Just kidding. I won't stop. I'll never stop! If you cannot tell, I've forgotten how to do commentary. It's been a hot minute. By the way, I can't believe that the Sonic Superstars series blew up as much as it did. Like, holy crap. 400 views? If we could do that again, that'd be great. Also, I've had some feedback from friends. Yes, I will cut out the minute-long intro. I have no idea why I included it in the first place. I wanted it to be like a TV show, but, you know, TV shows don't have minute-long intros. Come on, it's not rocket science, Wes. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do any more, like, gameplay stuff on the channel. Well, I do, but I more so want to talk about, like, writing, like, video essays, basically, but also, like, writing my own original stories. That's really what I wanted to do with the channel. I wanted to be a storytime animator like The Odd Ones Out or Jade Animations, but then I realized my life is very not interesting. So, that would be a bit difficult. So, with an uninteresting life, how the heck would I do that? I don't really have that many stories to tell. Nah, I say give it a couple years. I want to do fan series, basically, but I don't know where to start. Well, I mean, I do know where to start. I've been trying to write a fan series in my spare time, but I got addicted to Middle-earth Shadow of War, so yeah, that's not gonna happen. And maybe once I beat that game, I'll be able to finish my fan series. I don't know, an idea for a series I had was basically like sort of a series that tried to combine the like aspects from all sorts of different Sonic media into one continuity, like stuff from Sonic X, particularly stuff from the Archie comics, because basically basically Sonic and the Freedom Fighters would be the main focus. But but I also want to include like the Freedom Fighters from other continuities as well, just to pay respects to like the whole franchise. I've been kind of nerding out with one of my friends about it for a few days. I want to do big stuff with Shadow in the series as well, but I don't really know where I could fit him into the plot. I'll have more info on that as it develops, if I even get that project off the ground. I've started so many projects that I never finish, or even, like, fully start, because my life is just a constant stream of school. After this year, I'm taking a year off from schooling, so, which means I'll probably be able to focus more on YouTube, provided I'll have to, you know, do that after, like, a 9-to-5 job, but, you know, gotta pay for next year's schooling somehow. So in that time, I might be able to get more done, if I even stick with this project. I want to, though. There have been so many good ideas I floated around during my brainstorming sessions, which is like every moment of every day. I have a bad habit of zoning out in the middle of conversations. Sorry, what were we talking about? Also, it's gonna be weird if they don't mention Mephiles at all in the Shadow Generations. He was Shadow's best villain. Changed my mind. Sonic 06's story is kinda hot garbage, I know, but in terms of like character writing, it was the peak for Shadow. It felt like he finally matured from where he was in the adventure games. And yeah, his adventure with his dynamic with Team Dark is just so well done. It hasn't been topped since. It feels like they put all their effort into like Shadow's story into the writing of Shadow's story that they forgot to put effort into the rest of the game. And they were like, alright, we've crafted a really well done story with Shadow. Now we just need to work on the rest of the game. What do you mean we only have a month left to complete it? What do you mean Sega wants this out by Christmas? I still don't know what I want to go to school for, but I'll figure it out. And another S rank. I'm doing pretty good.
I am the ultimate life form.
Not gonna lie, my biggest high point with Shadow Generations, I guess that's just what we're gonna call it now. Ow. Is the prospect of them doing more Sonic Frontiers styled boss music for Shadow. That is like a match made in heaven. S rank? Yeah!
You can never defeat me.
Like there was any doubt. I am the ultimate life form. I can't really do a Shadow the Hedgehog voice that well.
You have no right to call me a fake.
Alright, here we go. The second worst level in the game this time. Let's not have another, Sonic... Oh, this is gonna be rough, isn't it? Oh, no. I absolutely love how in the, Sonic Frontiers Twitter takeover, they revealed that Shadow was a Swiftie, and it seems like the following year Taylor Swift suddenly exploded in popularity again. It's like Sonic Team somehow not Sonic Team, the Sonic cast somehow predicted the future where Taylor Swift would suddenly explode in popularity again. Like, she's always been big, but it seems like in 2023 she suddenly exploded in popularity again. It's absolutely hilarious that the earliest indication of that I can remember is the Twitter takeover in 2022. If you want popularity as an artist, just get Shadow the Hedgehog to endorse you. Problem solved. The ultimate life form's ultimate endorsement, we'll call it. Trademark it, maybe sell it, you know? We're gonna go far in this business. We'll have brand integrations, sponsorship deals. He's gonna say no to all this, isn't he? I'm just saying, if they don't have a Sonic 3 trailer for the Super Bowl, I'm gonna be very upset. Not that I'm gonna be able to watch it since we don't have a TV at my dorm, because my roommate, for some reason, took it over to the girls' dorm. Sorry, not salty at all. Wait, I need the Rocket Wisp. I need the Rocket Wisp. That works. Damage boost my way to survival. And there we go! I did it! I actually beat the game this time! That was surprisingly quick. Well, there's only one thing left to do. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. Wait. Oh, crap. I forgot to re-enable... You know, beating games is overrated anyways.